Hello, my name is Zavyar Production and using Zavyar Production. In this video, I will teach you about database management system or database. A database management system or DBMS arranges all your data in an orderly manner so that you can retrieve information easily whenever you need it. It is like keeping files in a drawer of a cupboard. In this video, you will learn about database and SS213, a popular database management system. We are working on SS213. SS213. What is database? Every organization has to maintain data pertaining to its business, employee, and other relevant for information. For example, a school maintains data on their student personal detail, their academic and co-curricular achievement, and on the detail of their teacher and administrative staff. This need to be available to a user easily and promptly. This data needs to be updated regularly, and thus it is preferable to organize the data into a database. A database is simply an organized collection of data. Database arranges information in such a way that a specific piece of information can be easily accessed. Elements of data. There are four different types of database: hierarchical, network, relational, object-oriented. Of these, the relational database model is most popular. A relational database stores the data in the form of table. The table organizes data into a row called records and the column called fields. Record and fields together make a table. Each record defines information about one entity and gives complete detail about it. Each field defines information of a certain type of all record, table, field, and record from the element of the relational database. It has two records that contain two entries, Raza Amir and Banish Javid. It has four fields that contain information of the same type of two entities. For example, the field emp email contains the address of each entity. The two elements that we are going to learn about in this video are keys and data type. We know about database management system work, how we work in this, but we do not know the database management system. Database management system involves creating, modifying, deleting, adding data in a database. The software that performs this function is called a database management system, DBMS. MY SQL or MySQLite and Oracle and some popular DBMS are some popular DBMS software. What are the functions of DBMS? While a lot of data is stored in various files, there is a possibility of data redundancy, data inconsistency, include data, etc. A DBMS provides an easy solution to all of these problems as it allows centralized control over data. Our DBMS provides following benefits. Reduce data redundancy. Data redundancy means duplication of data. For example, a school may have two separate files to maintain student record, one with student addresses and another with student phone number. A DBMS integrates these two files to a single database file. Now data is stored at a single place in the database, hence data duplication is reduced or virtually eliminated. Controlled inconsistency. Suppose student addresses are stored in two files, bus information and fees information. A student informed the bus in charge about a change in address, so the new address will be reflected in the bus information file, but the same change cannot be in the fees information. Hence, the two files would have two different addresses for the same student. This will not happen in a properly maintained database. Ideally, there will be no redundancy and any change in the one file will be automatically updated everywhere else. Facilities of sharing data. Different users can use same database to extract database on their individual needs. enforcing standard. A DBMS make it possible to place certain standard in a data representation. This tends to could be organizational, on standard or national or international standards. Ensure data security. In our DBMS, the database administration has complete control over data insurance that data is accessible only to authorized people. Different categories of user can be given different permission. Some may have the authority to only view data, while others may have the authority to modify data too. Maintain integrity. As database support database integrity. Suppose a database contains information about the marks scored by a student in an examination. If the maximum marks are 100, you can have the rules to make sure that a database accepts number only in range of 0 to 100. Introduction to SS Student 13. In this video, we are working on SS Student 13 to make database. Now let's see about database. SS Student 13. Microsoft Access is one of the popular DBMS application. Its latest version in SS Student 13, it is a relational database where data is stored in a form of tables. A relational database uses multiple data tables to organize data and create relationship between these tables to retrieve data. Each specific piece of information in a table is called a value. The value is located at the intersection of a row and column and row. The total number of value in a table is the number of rows multiplied by the number of a column. Record tables are arranged accordingly to a common reference value known as primary key or a key field. What are database objects? Now you know about access. Let's talk about database object in SS Student 13. An object is a database could be any of the following. Table it stores data in a database. Form it let you could enter and display data in a customized format. Query it retrieves data from one or more tables based on selection criteria. Report it display data in an easy to read format for printing. Macro it automates tasks that are performed often. Module contains programming statements written in VBA programming language. We will learn about table form queries and reports in this video. So now you know about all the database things and all the database management system, all about database management system for DBMS and SS 13. So let's try with it with an example. So now here I should open SS for my database work. Here is that now I should open this. So this is open. Here I should click blank database 1. Here I should write Zavyar Production database. I should create it. Already did it. Here I should write database after database for making video. It is saying that this because I make video second time of the SS 13. So here datasheet view, it's datasheet. Here you can see datasheet view and datasheet view to see the data, what data will be stored, and design view to design the data, what type of data we are making. I can tell you about this data type. Field name, you know the name of the field, but you do not know the data type. Let me first tell you about data type. Let me first tell you about the rules for naming a field. The field name can be 1 to 64 characters long. A field name can include letter, number, and some special character. The underscore sign is also allowed and is used often. A field name cannot have a period or main full stop, an exclamation mark, bracket, any bracket like square bracket or gay percent. The field name cannot start with blank space because the blank space and start of the field. A field name can be in upper, lower, or mixed case. You can add field in upper, lower, or mixed case. Setting data type. Setting a data type for a field helps you to control what you can enter in a field. Table, list, and the data type available in Title 13 are data type, short text, long text, number, date and time, currency, auto number, yes, no, OLE object, hyperlink, attachment. The description. It is used to store text combination, text and number like addresses and number that will not be used in calculation, like phone number and postal codes. It can be stored up to 255 characters. Long text. It used to store long text like notes and description. It can store up to 65,535 characters. Short text has only 255 characters and long text has 65,535 characters. Number. It is used for numeric data that will be used in calculations. Date and time. It stores date and time values. You can display the dates and times in various formats. Currency. You can specify various currencies and display them in different formats. Auto number. It stores an integer and increments automatically as you add record. If the table does not have a primary key, I will tell you about primary key in next in my video or primary key. If the table does not have a primary key, then auto number uniquely identifies a record. If you delete a record, its auto number value is not refused and remaining or record is not updated. The ID field is a new table is automatically assigned the auto number data type. Yes, no. This can have only one or two values, true or false. You can adjust the format setting to display as yes and no or true false or on off. Overlay object. This stores graphics or objects such as Microsoft Excel worksheet or Microsoft Word document. Hyperlink. This is a clickable path to the folder on your disk, a network location or a website. Attachment. This is used to attach a file to a record in the same way you attach a file or to an email message. Calculated. It is used to store the result of calculation based on other field in a table. When you create a field by entering data sheet view, access exam to the data to determine the appropriate data type for a field. But if you want to change, do the following. Click the field header. I will tell you about this in next few of my videos. Now let's talk about table design. Field selector. I should tell you about field selector in my videos. No, I will tell you now. So what is field selector? Click on any field, select fields as field. You can insert a row above the selected field, delete a row or drag a row up or down to reposition the field in a table. The field selector box also identifies the primary key field of a table by displaying the primary key icon, the small picture of a key, the right pointing arrow. Field name. Here you list the field for the table you want to create. Data type. Here you specify data type. Here you specify type of data that the field can contain when you add a new field in design view. It is by default assigned the short text data type. You can change a field type by clicking on the arrow next to NK generator type column. Data type column. Select a new data type from the list and that appear. Description. It contains an optional description of the field. Now you know about the data type and rules for naming a field, and data type, rules for naming a field, and table design. So now let's check with an examples and with good things. Now you know about the auto number. So now you try to know about primary key. What is primary key? A primary key is one or more columns whose value uniquely identifies every row in a table. The value in the primary key is different for every record and thus helps to identify the row uniquely. For example, a table containing information about student of class say 7, 8. The column of roll now behaves as a primary key as every student has a unique roll number. Now you know about the primary key. So now here how to remove a primary key and how to add a primary key. Right click this and press primary key. The primary key is removed. The gray sign is removed. Here you can click this. The primary key is removed. Added. Click table design and then click primary key. The primary key is removed. Added, remove. Here you can see this gray key. This is the primary key. Here you can remove and add primary key. Here I should write the student ID. Student ID. We should write underscore sign or just use space, but underscore sign is good. So here tab, and here we should write short text, but it has auto number mean to write number automatically. How I explained you about auto number. So now the data type is this, field name is this, and description is this. Here you can write the field here. This is a field sector. This is a field sector. Here you can write student name, and here I should write short text because it's short. Name is short, not long. Last name, last student, last name, short text, student, class, here student, subject, and student subject, short text, student, subject, student fees, and short text. Everything is short text. Here I should write the row, the roll number of student. Here I should write description of this, the name of student, and this is all compulsory to add description. For reminder it is used. Here now it's the view mode. Now I should click this and save it. Now here it is right here. You can change the field from here like that. Short name Zavyar, last name Yusuf, student class, whatever classes, subject, fees, and etc. Now here, now you know the basic structure of the database in Zavyar 13. Now in next video I will teach you about the database data types, how it is used, like long text, number, large number, date time, data extended, currency, auto number, yes, no, hyperlink, attachment, lookup wizard. Now I'll tell you about these all in next of my videos. So now you know all the basic structure of Zavyar 13 and database management system. So now you should do your own practice all of these things like you learned today. And if you like all my videos, so please like and subscribe my channel, and do not forget to hit bell icon for our more videos. Next you will see you in next video. I should post my next video link or my video description. From there you can see my next video.